The second thing that I want to share with you today, based out of this story, is to realize that lack is a part of life. Lack is a part of life. Lack is very real. Everybody experiences lack at some level. If we took time this morning to have each of you write on a piece of paper, what are you lacking in your life? I would imagine that everybody could put at least one thing down. Maybe you're lacking wisdom for something that you're trying to deal with in the family or in your business. Maybe you're lacking strength, going through a really tough time in your life. Maybe you feel weary and worn out. You need some strength and you feel like you're lacking it. Maybe you have a financial need. There's some lack in that realm. Maybe it's health that you're lacking. I cannot describe all the different dimensions of lack in lives today, but I can tell you this: lack is something that happens to everybody. If you're going through a lack in your life today, understand this: you are normal. It's the normal thing to have lack in our lives. The story that we see here in 2 Kings chapter 4 is a story of lack. Look again at verse number 1. The wife of a man from the company of the prophets cried out to Elisha, "Your servant, my husband, is dead, and you know that he revered the Lord, but now his creditor is coming to take my 2 boys as his slaves." Note some things about this lady. She was a godly lady. She was the wife of one of the prophets, so she was not someone that didn't know God. She knew God, and nevertheless, she still had a need. You can know God and still have needs in your life. She knew God, but she still had a need. She was very needy, and without a miraculous provision in her life, she was facing a very grim future. Her 2 sons were going to be sold into slavery to pay the debts that her husband had left behind. This lady was lacking resources. Lack is a part of life. It happens to all of us. It is an unavoidable part of life. Don't be surprised. Don't be frustrated when lack comes your way. It's a reality, but please remember this: your lack can be the key that links you to God. This is what we find in the story. Your lack can be the very key that links you to God.